Vlogmas 2025. Welcome on in, everybody. Let's go ahead and see what is Vlogmas and what are my intentions for it this year. Let's jam.
'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la.
Welcome on back to Sitting Down with Soul Writer. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. Alongside the raw healing stories my characters in the Myrna Annals do weave throughout time and space, I help other soul bards get back into doing what they love to do most in their pace, in their time, in their stride, in various ways, both here and over in my paid membership for Soul Bard Academy elsewhere, in my services and more. So welcome on in, y'all. Welcome on in. We are going to talk about what is Vlogmas and what are my intentions with it today. So let's go ahead and tick off those markers straight away. What is Vlogmas? You can imagine, judging by the name, it's about vlogging during the season that is typically Christmas, or Yulemas, as I like to call it in my house. I was reared Irish Catholic, and I am now Celtic Kemetic pagan. So it's Yulemas in my house, okay? And I very much do enjoy it because it's another excuse for my inner magpie to go, ooh, the shinies, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I love doing Vlogmas. I've done it almost every year that I've been doing this channel. I kind of had to get talked into it by other people as a couple of clients and friends have observed, you don't get personal. You're mostly talking professional stuff. Well, one, there's not much to talk about personal, but therefore that's what Vlogmas is all the more about. Vlogmas has historically on this channel been about me moving. This is the first Vlogmas I've done where I'm not moving. So we can actually enjoy nesting during Vlogmas. So what is Vlogmas? It's a Christmassy, Yule-like vlog challenge that happens every December. And you can take different plays on different numbers. Some people, of course, will do a vlog a day for 25 days. I've never gotten more than 8 to 12 in a month, and that's my average. That's why also when I now do Writing Glimmers for November, which is probably because of NaNoWriMo not doing no more on my behalf, but also just because November is the last month of the year where I write brand new content of any kind, where I do heavy revising of any kind. December is all about because of the moves, deep cleaning, packing what needs to be packed away, and unpacking. I had the joy and glory of doing a lot of that during the last week of November, because I, instead of taking that week to move, as I historically had did, took that week to clean house and get myself back on track in many ways. I slept a lot, went to several doctor's appointments, got some medication in my system. I am breathing better now. I finally got finished all the stuff from my book tour, getting ready to undo and pack out and parcel out inventory from that to go into book boxes for the off season, and just really enjoying being in this house for a second year. I am loving it so much. And it's my cozy, witchy, woo-woo writer cottage is always what I'm going to remember this one as. And therefore, my theme for 2025 is building up to the limit break. Is kind of the way I'm theming it. On Breaking the Block, the last one for November, on November 30th, Mama Maggie Ward mentioned Kara Brown's Acorn Month. It's kind of a month where I am intentionally recharging for the year ahead, I guess you could call it. For me, in the powering up to the limit break for my Final Fantasy fans, it's doing what I need to do to take care of me, to be at my max game, so that way when I get to my limit break, I am have my max ability to do January 26 coming this way. When January hits, I want to be able to bam right out the gate and have a steady stream of energy that allows me to do what my word for 20 and phrase for 2026 is going to be all about. Okay. So definitely it's nest in and get cozy time. So therefore, what are some of the topics? We are going to actually decorate. I already have some up here in the vlogging and streaming space, but I bought a new tree this year because mine was falling apart and I needed to have one that was pica feline deterrent. I have a kitty who likes to eat on needles way too much for her own good, and it's gotten markedly worse as she has gotten older. Thank you, Drina. So I had to buy a tree that allowed me to have my pretty decorations, but also disencouraging her from eating the tree. So we're going to definitely do a decorate the tree, decorate the house. We're also going to do a Santa Paws shopping. I up until now have not been blessed with a child who stays earthside with me, and angels in a better place is something I often remind myself. So with that being the case, I go Santa Paws shopping every year. I have a kitty cat who needs and deserves all the good things. So I'll actually take you for a jaunt of what I do to find the different things for the kitty cat. And then this year, my membership is adopting a mom for Christmas. It's a young mom, a teen mom from a local high school. I cannot know her name. I don't even know her name. But the high school down the street from me has a teen mom who just recently had a little one. And we're going to adopt her, the mom, for the holiday season. I've got a couple of items to put into a care basket, and I'm actually going to film putting together and making the care basket. So that's going to be so much fun. I think that's going to be a fun new tradition for us to do around here for sure, for sure. We're also going to be doing various events around Hagerstown. Some of you mentioned last year that you missed me doing them. I did those 2 years ago. And last year, the biggest feedback I got was, where's all the cute local events that you did the previous year? So I'm adding a bunch of them back in. One of the first ones we're doing is the tree lighting down here at City Park in Hagerstown, where that's literally at the end of the first week. So you'll have that in the first week. We are going back to the Tree Spectacular. That was the big event that all of you wished I had done last year. I skipped it. That's later in the month. And I'm also going to do a crawl around Hagerstown as a writer with me. There are several adorable, not only coffee houses and coffee shops here, but actually roasters in town making their own roasts. So I had kind of tacking this on as my desire to go hang with other writers. So I am doing my crawl likely December the 13th for Hagerstown, and we're going to meet up at Cannon Coffee in downtown Hagerstown that morning and go to probably Rooster Moon Cafe after that, probably towards the afternoon. And then in the evening, we're probably going to hit up Long Meadow Diner, one of the diners in the area that's really known for some of their interesting drink choices and meal choices throughout the day. And that'll get us kind of skirting out and around 20 minutes-ish from where I live, and I think that'll be fun. The next one I'm going to do is likely in January. I'm going to be in Hershey, PA. Seemed like another popular request, and I'm probably going to do one in Gettysburg when I go to Mythicon. Come and write at my table with me, at my booth with me maybe. If I can make room for a couple people to actually like sit and talk shop and write there with me, I would love to do that. Excited for Mythicon in so many ways, and I definitely want to make sure that I am ready and raring to go by the time it gets here Valentine's Day weekend. So will all of you have any say between now and then about the topics for Vlogmas? Yeah, poll number 1 is already over on the posts tab. I'll see you there. Until next time, take care of yourself and have a very spectacular holiday season that is everything you need to make it feel like you are the shiniest thing in your life.